Hey guys, so today we are going to talk about animating a text on a path. Now, yesterday we had a thing on a path where we were just sort of putting the keyframe for the position. We can't necessarily adjust the position of your text without affecting how it's going to look, just kind of floating around. But if we want to actually move the text around, it's a pretty simple enough, but it's kind of buried back in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my text tool and just, there's a little up here text tool right there. Let me get my pen just ready. I take my text tool, I'll just type over here, and I'll just say text on a path. And I'll just put that right in the center there. And then I'll click off of it. Make sure you click off of it. And we'll just make a path here with our pen tool. Say we'll start here, kind of like put that there, and then maybe kind of like pull it around. Just to give it some, just give it like a little circuit around the artboard here, or the screen, as it were. Right. Okay, so essentially what we want to do now, we have our shape layer here. We want to go over here. Well, first off, let's go over to our text on a path. Now, the idea with the text on a path is that when we go to our text, we have what we call path options. The path options are either none, or you can add different shapes to the layer. You can add what's called a mask. A mask is simply a non-destructive method of sort of obscuring things. So if I want to add a mask, by virtue of simply getting like a square here, I can kind of put a little square there and sort of like mask it out. That's your mask right there. But we can sort of design our path on a different area without obscuring the text, and then we can copy that path onto the mask itself. So let's go over here and just go to our text on a path, just right click on the words, click on mask, click on new mask, right? And so we have our mask down there. I'll just kind of put M on the keyboard here just to kind of have that there. And then I'm going to go over here to contents for my shape layer, for my line that I drew. Click on shape, path 1, click on the path, Control C, collapse all that down, click on my mask path, Control V. And then we have this little path here. Now, in order to get this on the path, we go back up to our text path options, and under path, where it says none, click mask 1, and now it's on the path here. Right, so if I were to so you can see where it's sitting right now, and it's obviously not going to be on the path here, so not going to be where we want it to be. So for instance, if I were to get right here, the first margin is what we're going to be looking at here. So if I were to kind of pull this backwards, keep going backwards here, maybe I put like -2000. There it is. All right, keep going. All right, right there. That's where we wanted to end up. If I wanted to end up there, I have the option of clicking on reverse or off right here. So if I have reverse path off, then not only does it kind of switch around where it's going to be. Let me see if I can put the word 2000 here. Number 2000, there it is. Again, I'm going to put that right there. And just think about this, the margin is essentially what we're going to be working with to kind of push it around, right? So this will be our last little keyframe. Let's put a keyframe here, and let's put the keyframe maybe say 4 seconds down. And then for the first keyframe right here, I'll add a new keyframe there, and I'll put, say, -2000, and it's up there, and I'll just sort of pull it to where it's off the screen. Let me actually go to my path tool here, and just grab this, kind of yank it that way. And I'll keep pulling this off until it's totally off the screen. All right, and so then when we play this, you can see it kind of follows along that path. And obviously, the smoother you make the path, the smoother your text is going to be. Right? So let's see if we can't really get that all the way to the end here. So here it comes. Okay, now in a similar vein, this is not what you're going to turn in. You're not going to turn in just a blank, screen with nothing on it but the path and the text. I want you to come up with your own thing that you can apply this to. Now, for example, let me just double click on this right here. This is what I came up with. This is just lyrics to a song. I'll just kind of put this up here. Now, the idea here, for my mind, was I wanted this to become an animated GIF. I wanted this to kind of be a repeating animated GIF. So let me just come back here and fit. All right, and I'll just play it. Let me actually pull this back here. Kind of the idea is that you want it to be able to repeat endlessly without any sort of interruption here. So hopefully this won't interrupt when it comes back to the beginning here. There we go. That's pretty smooth the whole way through. And so essentially, looks like I have gone the wrong way here. So you obviously wanted to make sense. Let me see if I can pull this up here. I'm going to say first margin. Let's look at down here, rotation. I'll say 0 to -4. And I'll say 0 to 4. Let's see if that makes any more sense. Oop. 0 to 4. Oh, here we go. 0 to -4. Here we go. All right, it's going a bit too fast. So I'll just. So here's the idea: that you just find whatever it is that you'd like to kind of animate a text on a path, and see if you can't make something creative out of it. See if you can't think of something to put on there. It could be anything you like, but obviously in this case, I'm asking you not to copy me, and you can. Just do whatever you like. Be creative with it, but don't turn in just the blank thing with just the text on a path. All right, very cool. Cannot wait to see you guys produce.